Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're just going to get right into the video. If you guys have not, please like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to my channel where we do all things balloon decor in real time, real experiences, what happens on set, all that kind of stuff. So for this setup, I had to do orbs in the ceiling. This is not my first time doing orbs in the ceiling. However, this is my first time using the mag pole on my own. And I believe, first of all, these things are not as small as they look online and on camera, because they look real small. They are actually heavy. They pretty thick in diameter. And it was, it's not bad though. It's actually worth it versus having to go up and down on a ladder. But I use them to basically use their magnetics to go up and down. And then the good thing is, if I don't like it, I can just adjust the string, which I'm doing here now. I didn't like where I placed it, so I'm adjusting the string, and then I am putting it back up there. And then I stopped on that because they just was a headache. And these oars that I had purchased this time was a little different than the oars that I used in the past. The neck was really long, and I didn't hide them, and I regretted it because it was like really ugly, and I don't know. This setup didn't come out how I wanted to, but I still found a way to. By the time you guys see this video, I will be already. It should be already up on my Instagram. But I figured out a way how to make a reel without showing the full setup, or like at a different angle, because I would angle you guys out to death if I can. Because if I don't want to show the whole setup, I don't have to. Anyway, I am doing I believe I had these in mini garlands as well, which is 2 clusters together. They may have been clusters of 8 balloons together, and then I was just adding clusters of 6 balloons, or quads here and there. I did the same technique. If you guys seen my bra to be set up the last week, it should be up now, but if you guys seen that last week when I mentioned that I was using a lot more 16-inch balloons, this is the other setup that I mentioned that I tried it out again, and I was not really feeling it. Honestly, I wasn't really feeling the top shape. Honestly, I wasn't feeling neither shape. Honestly, the whole setup I was not feeling. The top, it was just too long for me, in my opinion. And I apologize that it's starting to cut off. I'm gonna adjust it in a few. The top was really long, and I don't know. I feel like I should have laid the garland down on the backdrop, kind of just hovered over it or something. That's what I have in my head now. I should have tried it out, because being as though the backdrop, it kind of looked like it was separated from the backdrop. It didn't really flow with the backdrop, in my opinion. It just looked like it was there, just sitting there. But this was my favorite part of the setup, which is the 5-inch minis. I haven't used them in so long. I think this was the first time I used them this year, if I'm not mistaken. I used them last year a few times, a lot, I think. This year I haven't not used them. It's been a while. On purpose a little bit, just because I just was falling off them, because I think I used them more last year because of the shortage, and I was able to get them, and I was able to get 5 inches in certain colors, and I was able to just play off that. And this year it's not really my style, so I wasn't really using them that much. However, I do love them in chunks and bunches. So I wanted to do something by itself with just the 5-inch minis. So that's what I did here. And I talked to another artist, and we was talking how we want to do a design with just all 5 inches, because I think it would be fire. Because in my opinion, the smaller the balloon, like small, the more detailed it looks. So yeah, if you guys see that pop out, just know I said it first. Just know I said it. But yeah, so basically, and these are not really that hard to shape, to be honest. I usually just play around with them, tie them at so many different places just to really get a good shape, and make sure it's nice and chunky. It looks full a little bit, and then you're good. It's not much to do here. But back to that top part, you guys. I'm not really feeling it. Look at it now. It just looks so separate from the backdrop. Like, I'm not feeling it at all. I wish I should have laid it down, because the backdrop, it looks not small, but it's actually pretty wide. So there's like a whole top part, at least a foot of top part where you can just place, I guess, I don't know, you can, I should have laid it down on it, made it I guess look a little bit more cohesive. I don't know, it's just, I'm not feeling it, you guys. It just was like, it looked like it didn't belong, in my opinion. So anyway, I'm starting on the bottom. They did not connect though, they were separate. I did a little ray point on the floor to keep the balloons down. And then if you see at the bottom, there's so many 16-inch balloons. It's like you can barely see the shape because it's 16 inches in a row. I kind of readjusted it, but it's just so thick. It's like I can't see a shape because the 16 inches are just blocking everything. Ugh. Y'all probably over me complaining about my own stuff. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. These are just my thoughts. These are just my thoughts. So I'm trying to figure it out. Just adjusting here. And I think I ended up ripping. Yep, I ripped off a whole mini garland because it was too long. And it just wasn't working. It was way too long. Ugh, what is that shape? I'm sorry, you guys. Don't exit the video. I'm sorry. It's gonna get better. But what is that? Who said do that? It's like giving S, but I don't know. What was going on with me this day? I feel like I had a fine day. I'm trying to think. What was my mindset like? Because I think I was fine. I don't think I was thinking about anything. I don't know. It's okay. Like, okay, whatever I just did there, that's okay. But at the same time, I don't know. It just don't feel like it blends with the backdrop good. Like, I just feel like it looks like it's on a wall and then the backdrop is in front of it. You guys see what I see? Like, you know? So anyway, let's just finish the bottom. Let's just get over this setup. The mini garland was my favorite though. I was actually really excited that those lights, that company, I've been wanting to work with them. I didn't do anything on those number 50s because I didn't know they'll be there. Honestly, I wish she would have told me because I would have been like, let's just do something on the 50s. Forget this backdrop right now. But whatever. What am I doing? I'm adding on a mini garland of more 16 inches. Like, who said to do that? But okay. That's what we doing, y'all. That's how it's looking. And I think the problem is that because I'm such a 11-inch person, that I was trying to, like, once I added these mini garlands of 16 inches, that I was really trying to fill it out with 11 inches around it, and then I made it way too thick. And maybe I should have just made it look, I should have just kept it a little abstract and not add anything, and just let them do its thing. But that's just not me, so I couldn't. I'm just so heavy-handed and I just can't stop sometimes, and I think I should have just stopped. But I'm extending it out a little bit so it kind of comes from behind. And I'm just doing the best I can. I'm so dramatic. You guys, thank you for watching and sticking beside me through my crazy rants. I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah, those 16 inches is a killer. Look at them in the back. It's like you can't even see behind. Once they there, you can't see nothing behind. You can't even see a shape because, whatever. Here's the final setup, you guys. This is how everything turned out. Is it me? Are you guys a fan of, like, those picture backdrops? I'm not really a fan of the picture backdrops. I don't care who's on the picture. I'm not really a fan of them. It just look out of place sometimes if it's not done right, and it's hard to do it right. So if it's not done right, to me, it just look like out of place and like it shouldn't be there. Maybe just use it as a welcome sign or something. I don't know. This is the final look, you guys. But I love the venue. The venue is the DRL Diamond Suite in Philly. So thank you, guys.